Hey there, everybody. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 99 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough. It has been a little bit since I have gotten a video going, and some of that has been because I've been playing around with different designs for continuing quality on Gleba, and just sort of busy with real life stuff as that goes. But anyway, one of the things that I realized was that I had done the math on the upcycling for the fruits here. So it turns out we need quite a fair number more agricultural towers and orchards in order to upcycle properly to get the amount that we need. And so I'm actually in the process of planting everything. As you can see, like I've got a lot more patches, but I'm waiting on the overgrowth soil to come in, particularly over here on the Yamako fields. You can really see like how many, how much of this we really need here. And so we are currently limited by how fast we can deliver biter eggs here to get turned into soil. I did upgrade these so that they could be they could go a little faster, at least when we have eggs. But I think we need to bring more eggs in here. So I think what I want to do is I want to and by the way, I should mention I did set up Spidertrons. These are the same ones that we've seen that we had on Gleba. Here is something interesting that happened that we're going to have to deal with, although we're not going to deal with it yet. We have no research going on, and when I went and looked, it's because we have completely depleted the ore patch we were using for quality iron plates, both of them. And so we still have some copper, but you can see like we put a pretty big dent in the copper as well. So anyway, we're going to need to go deal with our lack of iron there at some point. But for right now, I still want to finish with Gleba and get that working. Let's see. One of the things that I did discover was that actually the oil processing backed up. Because we got full on petroleum gas, and we do have this little build, if you remember, that gets rid of excess petroleum gas. However, because we have so much power available now with the fusion reactors and everything, basically, we're not burning it fast enough. So I had to set up a couple of recyclers down here at the end of the solid fuel belt just to get rid of any extra that comes out of here. And so that got things unstuck, so that's good. Okay, so I think we are at a point where we need to get some more biter eggs. And so I think we need to make this stuff here, the captive biter spawners. So we have to make these in a cryogenic plant. And I think the buildings themselves will spoil if we don't keep them fed. So I think we have to be like a little careful or smart about how we do this. So let's just go ahead and get another cryo plant here. This is going to make the captive biter spawners these guys. And I think what I want to do is I think I want to specifically be able to turn this thing off and on. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn this off, and you're only going to be enabled if we actually want to make one. Okay, so that's that. Then we need cold fluoroketone, which actually we have around, so we can unbarrel some of that stuff. We don't produce any hot stuff, so that's okay. So we need to then get this stuff, and we need to trash the barrels that come out. Okay, good. We request those. Good. Okay, those get those in. I think then what we want is we want enough to make one of these, right? So I think we want 15 shiny rocks. And I think we want, how many of these do we need? One capture bot, rocket, that's these guys, right? Where are they? That guy. One. Please. Okay, and then I think what we're gonna do, how many biter eggs do we need here? 10. Okay, so we want to do, I think, something similar to what we did before, which is, we know we want 10 biter eggs eventually. Where are they? Here they are. Okay, so we need 10 for the recipe in there. We want to then subtract we want to read contents, but not what's being crafted. So we just want spare biter eggs here. And we want, actually I suppose we can specifically make it biter eggs. We want red biter eggs minus green biter eggs. So how many we want minus how many we have. And then that will be, how many do we need? Yes. Oh, it probably needs power. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some power in here. Okay. Then we want to check. We also want this to come in here. So I think the idea is that we want, if we've got 15 shiny rocks, actually let's get this in here as well. When do we want the eggs? If we're trying to make some, and in here we have at least 15, and actually how much fluoroketone do we need? 100. And we have at least 100. And we have our one capture bot. Then we can say, give me biter eggs, give me eggs. Okay, and then what we want is, we want this one and we want this one. So the green wire is how many we might need. And so what we want are green biter eggs times red biter eggs. And then that should output biter eggs on a red wire, which we then use to set requests. Right, and then we trash unrequested. Okay. I think this will let us make one. Okay, so now let's talk about what we want to actually do here. So the interesting thing is that the biter eggs don't spoil while they're in the nests. So I think what we can do is we can specifically let's just get a rocket silo just for the biter eggs. And then what are we going to do? We need to get these guys. We need like 5 of these. Sure. Okay. Each one of these needs bioflux. Now I am curious. I want to go see what did I do up here. This is just give me bioflux. Okay, fine. So we can do that down here as well. So we can say, give me bioflux. 100 is fine, and trash unrequested, so if it spoils. Okay, and then we feed them. That. Then we only want okay, so we need a couple things here. So we don't want extra eggs to end up in here. We need to get rid of them. So we're going to go here and we're going to say read orbital requests. And let's see, I guess we always want, I guess they don't spoil into spoilage, so that's fine. So this will be active only if there are no requests for eggs in orbit. If that's the case, we eject anything that's in here. Okay. And then conversely, we also look here. And these should only be active if there is a request in orbit for eggs, which there is not currently. Okay, then I think what we want to do up here is, I think we want to change this one. So I think we can just get rid of this for a second. And then the biter eggs can just sit in there and not spoil in the nest, but we can keep it fed. Okay, so that should be okay. We'll come back to that because we do need to make them on demand occasionally. Okay. How many of these can we get in a rocket? Rocket capacity 500. So I think we now want to see this guy. I think we want this to actually be 500. gotta make sure we request them all. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think that will be okay. So then, are we ready to make these? Maybe we're ready to make these. Are we requesting eggs? Now we're requesting eggs, but oh, now I need eggs. Haha. All right, I need to put that stuff back. Or actually, now I need to do it. Okay, so I think what we want is, let's get another guy up here. Actually, we need, I think, 2. So we want to get let's do this. Okay, so from here, we want to read requests. And from here, we want to read contents. So I think we want, how many eggs do we have? How many eggs do we want somewhere out there? Minus, how many eggs do we have in the network? And that is how many we need. And then I think what we want is we say, we drive that here, and we say this will be active if this is greater than 0, which it should be. I feel like these are extras now, so I think this, we actually always want that. Okay. Did we make some of this? I made one. Oh, right. I need to get it out of here. There's eggs on the way, right? Yes. All right, those guys are making stuff. Okay, that's 4. Oh, I'm gonna need rockets. Right, rocket parts. Give me blue circuits. Give me rocket fuel. Give me LDS. Okay, 4. We're waiting for the last one. turn this off. And I didn't end up, whoops. That's okay. We don't need this because we're governing the requests. Okay, that should be the last one of those. Okay, good. So the biter eggs is waiting for us to make enough eggs, right? Oh, I guess, Alright, do we have a rocket? We've almost got a rocket. Okay. I think we're a little behind on rocket fuel because this had been backed up for a while, but it seems like we now have lots of rocket fuel, so okay, good. Alright, so okay, the rocket's ready. Oh, I don't want that. Okay, good. I don't know if I wonder if we have enough of these. Okay, so how fast do these get made? Does it say? Half a minute. Or half a second, so that's 30 per minute, which means to get 500, it's 50 divided by 3, it's like 17 minutes. So, okay. I think that's okay. Okay, now we should be launching. I think that's going to be better. Right, how fast does this guy make it? Same. Okay, so they're the same. All right, so I guess we get 500 biters every 17 minutes. So that is half a second. If we come over here, oh, that reminds me, I should do this. Just make sure we don't have anybody hatching on us. Okay, so that's a half a second, and these guys require, they can use 3.75 a second, so we could actually develop a lot more biter eggs. Okay, and so then this requires 10. So this, if we get half a second, then we get 3 per minute. And we've got at least 3,000, so that's 1,000 minutes. Which is a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours, so I think we have to make more of these. We have to make a lot more of these. Okay, but I think we can now just do this. I wonder if we're getting enough bioflux for this. That's a good question. They use 100 kilowatts, and a bioflux has, what is the energy value? 6 megajoules. So this is 0.1 6 divided by 0.1 is 60 seconds. So 1 biofuel per minute, I think is what that works out. So we got 5 per minute here. How fast are we exporting it is a good question here. Tons. Oh, wait, but how much is this guy shipping? He's shipping 500 every, I don't know, 3 minutes or something. So maybe every 10 minutes. So that's 50 a minute. Okay, so we can support the bioflux. That's fine. Just want to make sure we end up like hatching stuff. All right, so let's get at least 1 more of these. That. And then I think we want to turn this on. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, we don't need more ships. So this guy's pretty... Oh, he's back already. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so then how do we do over here? We should have some eggs in here now. All right, all the eggs are here. Oh yeah, we're chewing through the eggs. Look at that. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay, good. And now we're waiting for eggs back on here. Okay, so we need to turn this guy back on. You're making a rocket. Okay, good. I think we can support 4 of these. Do I have eggs coming? I do. Okay, good. All right, so I think I'm gonna build 4 of these little biter egg rockets. And then we gotta really wait for the overgrowth soil to come in. Maybe we'll work on some other stuff in the meantime, but I think we're gonna end this episode here, just maybe a little shorter episode. I just wanna let folks know that I have not gone anywhere. I've been letting this overgrowth soil try to like build overnight, and it is really taking a long time, which is why we wanted to do this stuff. So we'll finish building this out and finish building the overgrowth soil, and then we'll see you sometime soon. So that's what we have for today. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye. One little side note, we do have all 4 rocket silos set up, and I realized I didn't quite do my math right. So each captive biter spawner produces half of an egg a second, and we've got 5 times 4 is 20, which means we make 10 per second. And then just coming back to look at the overgrowth stuff, these can consume 3.75 each, so we are able to produce more eggs than we can consume here, but we also have a way to safely burn them, so I feel like that's okay, as we're indicating we're burning them down right now. The other thing that I did was, because we have 4 silos and the total stack size is 500, what I did was I made a custom minimum payload of 125, which is a quarter of the desired 500, which means that it should be the case, and in fact I think is the case. Let's see, I think we should... Did we drop all this stuff out? We did. Okay, good. But when this guy gets back, I think what this means is that we end up with 4 orbital requests for the biter eggs, and then all 4 rockets launch. As soon as the launches are queued up, then there no longer will be a request, and so I don't think we put too many extra eggs in. If we do, we have a way to get them out, so that's okay. But I think this means that basically the eggs can be pretty fresh by the time they get launched. Wow, yeah, these are all full of eggs. Look at that, which are not spoiling. Does it go over 100? I don't think it does. Oh, interesting. They just go away, I guess. They produce, but they don't go anywhere. And we just slowly drain the bioflex. So that's okay. That keeps things stable for us. Where is this guy? I guess we'll see it. He's here. So now we get the 4 that are launching. Each one has, I mean, a little more than 125. I guess that's okay. But then they stopped loading, right? And so we got our 4 rockets. We didn't end up getting the extras. I guess the extras all went up here. And so we end up with slightly more than 500, and then we will take off. So I think that's working as desired now. So a little addendum there, but I just thought that was an important detail to go over with the minimum payload size here, so that we get those delivered correctly. Anyway, we're going to stop there. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, for real, bye.